guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be reacting to a video called What are typical meals in the Netherlands 24-hour Dutch food tour. So this makes me very excited. I love food. I have no idea what they eat in the Netherlands. I do know a lot of cheese, I assume, and fish, but 24 hours, I have no idea. That includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, so I can't wait to find out. So comment, like, and subscribe.
Today we embark on a culinary adventure, fully immersing ourselves in a delightful Dutch dining experience for 24 hours.
Even though we've called the Netherlands home for over a year, we are pretty surprised to discover some food staples that somehow slipped under our radar. Find out what's on our menu and how we feel after eating like the Dutch for an entire day. Goedemorgen and welcome back. As with any day, we're starting with breakfast.
What do they eat?
I've got some brown bread with a little bit of cheese on top and some coffee.
Love
Oh,
it,
spilled
coffee.
it.
I know, it's really hot. It's actually burning my fingers.
I have a raisin bun with a little bit of cheese on it, which I've actually never had before.
Oh,
Cheers.
really?
Cheers.
It's not toasted. It's just
I fold this
plain
We've
bread.
been in the Netherlands for a little over a year right now, and I'd say that our daily food habits have changed quite a bit since moving here. Breakfasts are a little simpler, and for lunch and dinner, we've been introduced to things like rookworst, Surinamese broaches, and Indonesian food. For today, we're adopting a traditional Dutch diet, which might not sound too adventurous, but there actually are a few firsts for us today.
Like this raisin bun with the cheese, which I actually really like. I think this would be my preferred method of eating a cheese sandwich now. It just adds a little bit of something to it.
The sweetness and with the raisins and the cheese, I think that sounds great.
I was
Surprised I've never had it.
And white or wheat.
I like the texture too. It's not just the fruit.
Some other things you might see in a typical Dutch breakfast are bread with butter and hagelslag, untoasted, or bread with peanut butter or jam. You might also see muesli with milk or yogurt.
Ooh, good.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
How are you not hungry?
We're craving something sweet, so we're heading to a local spot that has
It's funny, I like it, but where's the protein? You're gonna be hungry in a half an hour.
delicious, pretty much everything. But this time we're gonna get some tart and tea. One thing that we've learned is tart or any sweet treat isn't necessarily always treated as dessert. A lot of people have it as a snack in between meals or even for breakfast. Anytime you order a hot drink here, like coffee or tea, you'll get like a little cookie or a treat next to it.
A lot of people do
and
that,
ours was super good. So we asked her what it was and she said it was the Blondie. So we decided to make the investment in the Blondie. She said it's got a lot of caramel in it. And then Alex got
Blondie is just basically the vanilla version of a brownie, I think.
ginger tea with fruit in it. It's got a cinnamon stick. And then I got the green chai tea.
Here you might also see appelflap, which is an apple turnover, cheesecake, butter cake, or even something like a bossy ball, which is a chocolate-covered ball of whipped cream.
But you don't have to visit a cafe to get all of these sweet treats. You can go to your local grocery store or our favorite, Hema, and enjoy them at home. It's time for lunch.
Why is it a bucket? I'm scared. What's happening?
The traditional Dutch lunch is usually cold, and if you're on the go, you're probably gonna wrap it in one of your old bread bags.
We've seen this so often.
Yeah.
What?
Also, just the sounds.
Where's the
plastic
Tupperware?
crinkling on any train, anywhere in public.
Where's your lunchbox?
Have a cheese sandwich on brown bread, not toasted or anything. It's literally just cheese and brown.
I have to admit, the untoasted bread, it's just a little weird, right? It's just, what? No butter, no mayo, no lettuce, no tomato. It's just bread and cheese, not toasted. It's a little strange.
Bread.
Same cheese as breakfast.
The same cheese as breakfast, which is if you're curious, is a Young Belgian. Belgian.
Sounds delicious.
Almost got me.
And I'm
More
having
bread.
a Pentecost sandwich, and the Pentecost
peanut
is
butter.
my favorite. It's the 100% brand from Albert Heijn.
Peanut cheese. Cheers. This is another thing that I never ate before moving to the Netherlands. We've made grilled cheese before. So you throw in some American cheese on some bread, toast it up.
Oh.
Very, very tasty. This is just like, I don't know. There's something about this that I like a lot better. It tastes
Yes, the cheese.
like
You're
a
not
meal.
plastic.
Whereas like a grilled cheese always felt like I was like eating crap. Part of that's the American cheese, obviously.
Of
but
course.
There's just something about this that's just very satisfying.
My sandwich, I would definitely eat this in a normal time. I'd probably put jelly on it or jam.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Usually.
Yeah.
And your peanut butter in the US would have a lot more sugar in it. The peanut butter here does not have much sugar.
Well, it depends. You can get just plain peanut butter, the one that's just peanut butter and salt, or just peanut butter, or you can make it at home.
At all.
Yeah, it's very like,
Not like
it's almost
Skippies.
savory.
Yeah.
And
Well, now I have to wash down my bite of my cheese sandwich with another classic Dutch lunch staple, water.
Water?
is it customary to share
This
your
is
water with
normal.
your wife?
Yes.
Actually, one of our subscribers suggested that if I want to spice up my sandwich, I'm going to add a little bit of honey
Ooh, love it. Yeah, it's good.
and a little bit of sambal.
Wow,
Get that like salty, sweet, spicy thing going on. Okay, ready?
that's weird to me. But I mean, it's good. It just looks a little strange.
This is really good.
Really?
It tastes a lot like satay sauce, which is commonly found in a lot of Indonesian
Oh, yeah,
cuisine.
yeah.
So it'll be a sauce that you put on top of grilled meats, like chicken skewers and things like that. And it's like a very like savory, spicy peanut butter.
I wouldn't say either of these things are representative of a normal lunch for us. We would have a cheese sandwich for sure, but it would be accompanied by like a bowl of soup
Or like a salad or
or
something.
like a salad or something. But I
Tomato
mean,
soup and grilled cheese.
foundationally, the elements are there. It's just there would be something else.
Yeah, I've also taken a peanut butter sandwich on the train with me.
Other things you might find in a typical Dutch lunch are cold sandwiches like a filet American, or a toastie, which is a warm, toasted, and pressed sandwich with cheese and maybe some ham.
This was more normal to me. Just the toastedness of it all. Put an egg on it. It's just quite. You're getting hungry. How
It's
they're not
like
hungry?
a drink and snack event in the evening. So similar to
Boro.
happy hour in the US, where you're going to gather with some close friends, maybe your colleagues, and get a drink or two or three. For our Boro, we're at the Tide, and we got a couple of beers, some bitter
Onion
Bond,
rings?
and onion rings. I don't think onion rings is like traditional, but it's their specialty here, so we had to get it. Now, when you go to
course.
some restaurants, you might see a menu just for Boro, or
Ooh.
even some restaurants only serve Boro items between 3 and 5 before dinner.
Oh, it's before dinner. Okay.
Oh, the lava.
Is it cheese?
Isn't that like the way it's traditionally served?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh, no, it's-
meaty.
Yeah,
It's meat?
You know what? You've seen us eat bitter balm before, so we'll catch you at dinner.
You didn't uncover it.
Pretend I didn't do that. A typical Dutch dinner might be the only warm meal of the day, and there's a little bit of a shorthand to help
Why?
you understand what it usually contains. A, V, G.
Always varieties of groente.
A stands for
What
hard
is it?
apple or potato.
Okay.
B stands for vlees or vis, meat or fish. And then G stands for... You got it right. You got it right the last time. Groente or vegetable.
This is more normal to what I would assume. You have a protein, a carb, and some veggies. I think it's
So tonight we're having mashed
Normal?
potatoes, green beans, and a little bit of salmon.
it sounds good. It's really good.
Oh,
Oh, cheers. This looks
is it
great.
good?
Yeah, good job on the salmon.
Thanks.
You know, I'm complimenting her on her salmon cooking. We don't make stuff like this very often. Part of that's because we tend to eat vegetarian when we're at home. But other than the whole having like a meat main, this is actually pretty similar to one of the meals that we would make every day.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is very true. But I haven't cooked fish in like
Oh, it's been a long time.
years.
This is also very similar to dinners in the United States. 'Cause in the
Yes.
US,
It's
the
traditional.
joke is, or stereotype, is like meat and potatoes. So you'll have like a steak, or you'll have like a
I think that's a cliche that's been, what, since the 1950s? I don't think that's true anymore.
some sort of like marinated chicken.
Chicken breast.
Yeah, or what else? I mean, I guess fish.
The only other thing I think in the United States that people would have would be like a salad or something, which we eat a lot of.
We eat a lot of salads.
Salads.
It's a cheap way to get your vegetables for the day.
It is. So we're gonna wrap up our dinner and then we'll get into dessert.
Ooh,
I'm
dessert.
scared.
Other Dutch dinner possibilities that include AVG are stamppot or hutspot. Also, rice and pasta dishes are popular too.
Oh,
And now it's time for dessert. And I think this is probably going to be the thing that we do today that differs most from our normal meals.
Absolutely.
Because dessert to us is basically what we had this morning as our post-breakfast snack.
True.
Okay.
That is 100% dessert. Dessert today is fla and quark.
It sounds like
What?
a TV show, like for kids, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah,
all
what-
right, it's almost time for Vla and Quark, kids. So
What's that?
chocolate Vla. This is
Oh.
pudding, and it's pretty common in the Netherlands. But the pudding here comes in
Why?
carton.
Correct.
Which
Why?
is confusing in the beginning because you kind of think maybe it's like chocolate milk.
No,
Correct.
but it's pudding.
It's pudding.
Quark.
Why is it in a
What
carton?
do you think this is? What have you read?
I mean, isn't it supposed to be like sort of like cottage cheese?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I've never had.
It's
yeah,
good.
I've
Cottage
never
cheese
had
is good.
cottage cheese either.
Oh
Similar
god,
to ricotta.
it's thick.
Oh, it's a thick
This is a thick boy.
I'm scared.
Whoa! It is.
Ah!
I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised it's chocolate pudding. It's obviously chocolate
Yeah,
pudding.
but
It's like a different
to me, a chocolate pudding, it's more, I don't know, has more substance. It's not a liquidy.
color or something. Yeah.
Oh, straight out of the can, of a carton, sure.
I don't know why I brought the bowl over.
It
What does
tastes
it taste
very
like?
good. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
chocolatey.
chocolate.
It
Sure.
reminds me of Snack Pack.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but
But
those
there's a
are,
lot more of it.
the
I
texture
am
is
terrified
different.
of eating this quark.
Why?
This is vanilla
Yeah.
quark?
Yeah. So we
Oh.
asked our followers on Instagram.
Okay, so it's not a ricotta, well, ricotta or cottage cheese is neutral. It doesn't have anything. It just tastes like cheese. You don't have to, they're not supposed to have other taste.
When they eat quark because there's kind of like there are mixed messages online.
Okay, so is it
A lot of
yogurt?
people
The
eat it for breakfast. A lot of people eat it for dessert. And also a lot of people eat it after they work out because it has a lot of protein in it.
oh, that's what the
It
cottage
smells
cheese
like
comparison
vanilla
comes
yogurt.
from. It smells like a
Oh,
yogurt.
it does.
It smells exactly like vanilla yogurt, and there's vanilla beans in it.
Yeah, it looks like Greek yogurt. It's very thick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got some strawberries and honey in here.
I would assume it's
This is
good,
good.
right?
This is really
Yeah.
good.
Wow.
Wow, just like really thick yogurt.
Yeah.
This is
Tastes
very
like yogurt.
tasty.
They also have non-dairy versions too.
This is not what I expected. I
Yeah.
don't know why I was so scared.
The cottage cheese.
Well, I thought
Scared
there were
me.
gonna be like cheese curds in it.
Exactly.
I thought it was gonna be chunky. My
Like
favorite
cottage
thing today
cheese.
was definitely the raisin bun for breakfast with cheese on it.
Yeah.
That was really tasty, and I would repeat that again.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think it's gonna be the quark. I know that I've got like a recency bias going on, but
Yeah.
like this is really good. This is exactly the kind of yogurt I used to like to eat in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Mixing it with some fruit. Good dessert.
Nice. What about the least fast?
I'm gonna cop out. I don't have anything. I mean, everything I ate today was like very tasty.
I would tend to agree with you. I think if I had to pick something, I would say like the cheese sandwich for lunch.
Oh, I was like, you just said the cheese sandwich was the best thing.
No, the cheese sandwich for lunch. It was fine. It wasn't bad.
That's
it was
true.
just okay.
It existed.
Yeah, I usually like to have a bit more of a substantial lunch.
Yeah.
But
I'm with her.
Yeah. So, what's a typical lunch where you live? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.
and we'll see you on the next one.
Dewey.
Doei.
Okay. I think yes. Everything looked good. Everything it wasn't particularly nothing looked awful. It's good. I'm with her, as in, I think it's just a little bit more how do Dutch people are alive. They eat like this every single day. I feel it's just there's just little food here. Maybe, I don't know if that's how representative it is of the actual Dutch average person, how they eat every day. But I think there's just not enough calories there, and I'm not being the Americans love to eat big quantities. No, it's not about that. It's just that I really do believe there's just very few calories for an adult. There's nothing here. There's just one slice of bread, one slice of cheese, and then maybe a small dessert for a snack, and then for lunch is more bread with another slice of cheese, nothing else. And then for dinner is the one that's more balanced, as in you have your protein, your veggies, and some sort of carb, and that's it. I'm still like, what? How many calories are those? 1,000? 1,200? That's not really enough unless you're super tiny person. As in you're 5'1", maybe 5'2", 5'1", and that's without getting into someone that works out regularly, and not even again working out as in the gym, not even taking into account active people that maybe have jobs in which you have to do a lot of walking, or you're walking or you're cycling because it's the Netherlands. You're cycling to your home, to your office, to your house, to whatever. So I'm concerned, are they getting enough calories? And I know that Dutch people are quite tall as well. So they're just going to need more food in general to stay alive. So I'm a little shocked by how little food there is. I think that was the most shocking thing about this. And not in the, oh, sure, Americans. No. It's just, I feel it's just very few, the quantities are just very small for an adult. Also, I'm surprised by the amount of bread. There's just a lot of bread here. I think I would switch her around because, like she said, I think I'm going to need something more substantial. Where's the protein? Either for breakfast and for lunch, there's no protein there, which makes me a little concerned. How you're not passing out in the middle of the afternoon. If there's no, you're not having any protein, there's not a lot of food either, which I'm shocked as well because, I don't know, I thought maybe they just ate a little bit more fruit. I know it's just strawberries for a dessert, but the dessert, to me, I have a controversial opinion. The dessert they had, but although she I think mentioned it for her, and I can't remember if he also said it. For her dessert is the one that they had as a snack, which was the blondie. To me, a blondie, again, it's sort of a brownie, but with caramel and vanilla. Well, brownies also have vanilla, but without chocolate, basically. That's the dessert, right? That's a pastry. That's a dessert. Well, not the pastry specifically, but that's dessert, right? It's baked. It's a dessert. It has sugar. The yogurt, they call it quark. Quark as in quark, if I understood this correctly. Let's assume it's Greek yogurt, similar to a Greek yogurt. To begin with, the comparison to cottage cheese was a little concerning to me. Not because I like cottage cheese. I know that it's, some people do not like it. The texture, it tastes like a milder ricotta. I don't think it tastes bad. But I think some people have trouble with the texture because it has the curds, and some people are not really, it's not that appetizing for some people. But however it is, I was concerned because to me, cottage cheese is just cheese. It's not really a dessert. To me, a dessert involves, again, baked and sugar and chocolate. The pudding, I could see that as dessert. They're not calling it pudding. They're calling it, can't remember the name. Really weird that it comes in a carton. I would assume it's chocolate milk, but not really. It's a pudding. However, it's kind of strange. It's just very weird to me because it's sort of, I am used to the chocolate pudding that he mentioned, the ones that come in a little cup, and it's frozen. Well, not frozen. You can find it on the fridge, and it's sort of, the texture is creamy, but you eat it cold, and it's just, I can't, the texture is just pudding. I can't describe it. It's just sort of thick, not super thick, but it's just, the thickness, it's there, right? It's thick. So this was just a lot more liquidy than I was expecting for a pudding. To me, this is almost, I don't know, what would I compare this with? A syrup, a chocolate syrup, which I think is just thicker than the normal syrup, but I don't know, could you put this in ice cream? I don't know. I'm trying to find ways of this. I think it's really weird how you put it in a plate as well. I would put it in a bowl because it's just, I want to fill the bowl because it's quite liquidy. Do you eat it alone? Because again, the pudding, the texture itself is sort of yellow-like, to put it like that. So it's sort of, it's firm. But in this case, if it isn't, I think I'm just going to drink it like he did. So it's kind of strange to me. That's not really a dessert unless I put something, I put it on the blondie, maybe. that's a really, I don't know, maybe overloading sugar. I don't know. But my point is that the pudding that comes in a carton, do you eat this on your own? I think that's just a little strange. I would put something else. Maybe shaved coconut flakes. That would look good. Or maybe I would mix it around. What I would do actually is I would mix it around with peanut butter. I would do the peanut butter, chocolate, maybe some coconut. That would look good, right? Or I would do some balls with it, some energy balls, but sweet, with some dates or maybe some chocolate. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I would do with the pudding because it's just very strange, the texture. But again, and the ricotta, again, I was concerned, but with the ricotta, because to me a ricotta or a cottage cheese, that's not really a dessert. That's just something that you eat, whatever. You can have it on toast. You can have it in your lunch, a bowl. You're having some beans. You're having, vegetables, and you're putting You're putting the cottage cheese there as well. Again, but it's sort of an actual meal, not a dessert. I know some people use cottage cheese for desserts, as in, they're mixing it with, again, maybe with some peanut butter, some cacao powder. I don't know. Some people do that. I've never had it. I think it's just a little strange to me, the concept of using this in a dessert. So I was concerned, but no, apparently it's just Greek yogurt. When they said vanilla, that was my first sort of, but it's yogurt, right? Because cottage cheese, it doesn't really come. It's just ricotta or cottage cheese are just cheeses. They're not flavored. It's not something you're having. The cheese that have some sort of truffle, or no, it's not that kind of cheese. Unless vanilla, that's a dessert. It's just Greek yogurt. I would assume the quark is just sort of Greek yogurt, and you can have it with fruit, or you can have it again with a peanut butter, drizzle some chocolate on top, and it's a dessert. For some people, not to me personally. I rather my desserts. If I'm having a dessert, I want to have it an actual dessert. Unless it's cottage cheese. Maybe you could put some lemon, as in ricotta, and you can do some lemon cottage cheese bars. But again, it involves baking. It involves maybe putting things on the fridge. It's not as if you're eating it outright of the bowl of the carton. To me, that would be sort of a snack maybe, or just a breakfast. If you're adding, like he said, maybe add some granola, add some muesli, although I think muesli and Greek yogurt do not really mix, at least not to me, but again, it's just very personal. But again, it's more similar to, I would assume, it's a normal breakfast or a snack, and not necessarily dessert. To me, dessert just involves something else. But maybe, again, it's very personal. I know that I'm very extreme with it. If I'm having dessert, it's a dessert as an actual dessert, not this. But as for the other foods they had, the more normal, traditional, I'm with them. It's the meat, the protein, either that's fish or some sort of meat, with the veggies, and the in this case it was potatoes. Apparently they love their potatoes. They're after my heart. Who doesn't love potatoes? I think, when you tend to eat a lot of potatoes, probably most people do eat a lot of potatoes, whether that is, mashed potatoes or just potatoes, again, in a bowl. You do them air fried, I don't know, whatever it is. You can, potatoes, you can eat them so many ways. So again, it's more traditional, as in, again, you're having some sort of protein, and you're some sort of vegetable and this. But the whole lunch thing, I don't know how they go along their days with that breakfast and that lunch, which is basically just bread, cheese. That's it. I'm gonna need some lettuce. I'm gonna need some vegetables. I'm gonna eat something else as well. Like they said, it's kind of I'm getting hungry, right? It's just bread, and that's it. There's nothing more. They also mentioned something very important, which was, again, you're either with soup, right? Or, because I think you're more used to the sort of the grilled cheese concept, and you have it with, well, a lot of people do it with tomato sauce, with tomato soup, which is a really good combo. But I'm thinking grilled cheese is different. And like he said, yeah, well, cheese taste, it's a different kind of sandwich because it's plasticky cheese, it's not actual cheese. This one's an actual cheese slice, but I think you can also do a sandwich, right? A sandwich for lunch, I think that's a really good idea. But when if a Dutch person tells me, oh, I'm having a sandwich for lunch, I am imagining something very different to what was offered here. I am imagining, a slice of bread, you're doing it toasted, you're doing a panini, you're doing, I don't know, something to the bread. You're putting something on the bread as well. Mayo, olive oil, I don't know, some sort of dressing, something, it's not just dry bread. And of course, you're going to need some things, right? You're going to need ham, you're going to need eggs, you're going to need cheese, you're going to need either roast beef, chicken, I don't know, something, sturdy, your sandwich should be filled with things, right? And it's just a very weird concept of, it's just a slice of bread with a slice of cheese on top. And you're not even going to warm it? You're not even going to toast it? It's just quite sad to me. And there's no vegetable there. Put some avocado, lettuce, even just one simple lettuce, arugula. No, it's just nothing. Which is, oh my god, okay, so where's the variety? It's just very dry. And especially considering that for breakfast, you only also had one slice of cheese with one slice of bread. Where are the eggs? Where is the chicken? Where's the meat? Where's the protein? So where are the beans? I don't know if you're vegetarian like they apparently are. again, well, of course, they don't follow the Dutch diet, but what happens? Well, technically it is vegetarian, the whole diet. I'm actually kind of surprised, actually, if it's like that, if it's just, more vegetarian, they eat less meat. But the fact that you're vegetarian or vegan, because maybe I'm guessing obviously you can have vegan cheese, you're still going to need the protein. It's really important for you to get your protein, and that's, either have tofu, you have beans, you have some other eggs if you're not vegan. So I'm just shocked by how little amount of food there is and how little protein there is on these things. I'm gonna eat more substantial things. And also come to say something that's really funny is, as you mentioned, the whole peanut butter. Oh, you can get, the peanut butter there is better. Like in the US, you can also get peanut butter, good quality peanut butter. You just have to go outside of the Skippies and the Jifs, the ones that are super processed, and they have like palm oil, and they have a lot of added sugar and salt and a lot of weird things. You can get natural peanut butter. They sell those, you just have to kind of know where to look. Artisanal peanut butter, that is just peanuts that they blend together, and that's it. Or you can do this at home. It's really easy. You have your blender and you just put the peanuts on, and that's it. And you can do almond butter or cashew butter, whatever it is. But there are places in which you can get the healthier alternative, and that goes with a lot of the things that they mentioned as well. It's not necessarily you have to it's just Jif or whatever, or Skippies. Like there's other things, but yeah. This was surprising, but yeah, I want to have the chocolate pudding just because it's so weird to anything that I'm used to. So I'm so curious to see how it tastes like and how it feels, because of the weird texture. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!